Alright, we're on to Robe. Well, not Robe, Staff, sorry. Robe Staff, which is obviously the best combination for Staff. So we're going to go over the abilities. Your basic attack, Magic... Yeah, Mage Bolt. Yeah, no, it's Magic Bolt. I thought it was Mage Bolt. Sorry. Incinerate. You'll see why I'm saying this is a pretty good ability for that. Suspended Lightning. Obviously a staple ability. Throws in an area, has a delay, then stuns, also does a decent amount of damage. Then you have the Lightning Bolt, which is really just there for the CC, and then Ice Bolt, I kind of throw it in there because I like the snare, and I like the fact it's on a very low cooldown with this build. So, I mean, I can keep it on them 100% of the time if I wanted to, but it's usually not necessary. It's more so of catching a target and keeping them there if I need to, or if I needed to escape with that. So, like, say I'm running away and I need to turn around, hit somebody with an Ice Bolt, and then leave. That's just what it's there for. Outside of that, abilities you can swap out, obviously your Ice Bolt, your Incinerate, your Earthquake. It's pretty much anything you want. I really would only recommend replacing the Ice Bolt for this build, because that's the only one that is sort of not necessary. You can throw heals in this build if you wanted to like ignore the Earthquake aspect, so you could do Heal Other and Surge, but you could still be countered by, say, Warsight's 100% healing block, so that would kind of hinder you on that, and you're just better off doing damage on this build. And honestly, you really don't need the heals. You kind of have your own heals, and you're there to make up for damage someone else might not have. So let's go over the combination, because I'm going to try and make this pretty quick. So obviously, your Aether form is at 20 or 18. I personally like 20 because that keeps roughly the 100% uptime. So you'll see I have a ton of determination. I have 40.4% cooldown. So obviously you can open up with it, and then you go ahead and you hit your stun. You hit the area effect. You teleport on them. They're going to get hit by everything else. It just doesn't matter. As you can see, I didn't time that properly, so I got hit by it because I used my Aether form early and didn't time it properly. So we can do that one again here in a second. Let's go ahead and... we can wait for the regen. But needless to say, you're going with your E, your Q, your 1, your F, and I mean, you can follow up with another stun. Chances are they're going to run away. If they don't, obviously you throw another stun on top of yourself. It's really not that complicated. Your cooldowns are low enough to where you can pretty much keep cycling this repeatedly, and there's just no care in the world. We'll just pretend that's like that. And then we're just going to hit them all. And you just kind of can keep doing that. As long as you keep your Aether form up, you're not really going to have any worries. That's pretty much just the AoE damage, the single target damage. Obviously, it's your Bolt. You don't really have very good single target damage on a staff. It's not very impressive. Your best ability for single target damage is Firebolt, and you kind of have to keep doing that over and over again. And it's just better to have the freedom to be able to just keep throwing things on people constantly. But yeah, the amount of damage that this can do is disturbing. The fact that it can stay CC immune the entire time if it wants to is also disturbing. It just doesn't make any sense. But for those wanting to run staff and wanting to run what I would classify as the lamest build possible, this would be what you would probably run. Because, I mean, you can always teleport away. You can always pretty much get away. Like, even if, say, oh, look, I need to escape, you can hit them with your delayed teleport, and then just leave. It's like, oh no, I'm going to die. Whatever will I do? Teleport on them, start running, blink away. They're still way over there. They're still stunned, still stunned. They're finally off of stun, and you pretty much can delay teleport again immediately and then blink again after that. And chances are, by that time, they're pretty much just following your footsteps. So all you really have to do is do a juke into the bushes or regroup with your team if that's the case, but they're never going to catch you. And even if they do, hold out your delayed teleport for when they stack, because it takes up a huge chunk of the screen. Stun them again, drain, repeat the process. You really have nothing to worry about. And that's staff.